Hey, so for all of you guys that have been crying over Charlie Kirk, this is your opportunity to prove what you have been saying about, oh, we do care about more than Charlie Kirk. This is your opportunity right now to prove that. Whether or not you're silent about this issue is going to prove what you really truly care about. 21-year-old Trey Reed, this is him right here, was found hanging from a tree literally yesterday, Monday the 15th, near the DSU campus pickleball court. Everybody on this campus is labeling this as a lynching, which it most clearly definitely is, but they're still investigating. But as always, the police are saying, oh, we don't suspect foul play. We don't suspect that anything happened involving lynching. Even though this is still under investigation, there are rumors going around that this boy had broken arms and broken legs. Now, you tell me how there would be no foul play if that is the case. I also think that it's suspicious that the coroner said, I don't really want to discuss this any further. I don't really think that I should. My own opinion is that it was self-done. I have reasons for thinking that, but I don't really want to discuss this further. That's a shady response. Now you tell me, do y'all think that they're going to be lowering the flags for Trey Reed? Do you think that the president or any of the Republicans are going to speak out against this? Do you think that any of the Republicans or Trump or his team are going to be calling for answers to this? Nobody's even talking about this. This didn't even make national news. Do y'all hear any of them saying violence isn't the answer? Because I don't. I can guarantee you they're not going to say anything about this. They're not going to make any posts. They're not going to be recording themselves crying on camera about this situation. Only when it's Charlie Kirk. Only when it's one of them. So it's our job to spread the word about situations like this because they're damn sure not going to do it. So please, if you're watching this video right now, let's not let Trey Reed's story just disappear into the wind. Speak out about it. Spread the word because we have to, because they're not going to.
I would bet everything I own that Trey Reed did not hang himself from a tree. This method needs to be patched. Black people in the year 2025 are not hanging themselves from trees. Black people are being lynched in the year 2025. They keep doing this where they keep finding black people hanging from trees and saying, oh, it was suicide. It was not suicide. Can we please stop this? Just call it what it was. Black people are still being lynched in the year 2025. Let's just call a spade a spade.
So let me get this straight. Delta State University has had no technical problems with their cameras all year. No maintenance calls, none of that. But it just so happened that the cameras go out the morning of them finding a black man lynched in the middle of the campus. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there was a 21-year-old man by the name of Trey Reed that was found lynched in the middle of Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi. And the craziest part about it, after the police was contacted, they came out and investigated and they said that they seen no foul play on the scene. Now, I'm not the smartest cookie in the jar, but I've never heard a story of a black man taking himself to the middle of his campus and lynching himself because he just doesn't want to be here anymore. But what makes it even more ironic is that if this was no foul play, why was the cameras not working? That was the people of Mississippi sending a message to those kids that go to Delta State University. Basically saying that since somebody took one of theirs, they don't have a problem taking one of ours. And at the end of the day, it's fucked up because Charlie Kirk's death is doing nothing but about to entice a race war between black and white people. Y'all really think that we that fucking slow that we're gonna buy a black man lynching himself in the middle of the campus by the pickleball courts? Man, fuck out of here with that bullshit, dog.
Now, what we not gonna do is act like that this didn't happen. This young man, 21-year-old Trey Reed, was found hanging from a tree at Delta State University. What's even worse is that officials say that it was no foul play suspected. How the hell is there no foul play when he didn't do it his damn self? They say officers found him at 7 a.m. in the morning, just hanging from a tree outside the university. They say that he was retrieved by the coroner's office and an autopsy is supposed to be performed. But where is the outrage? Why ain't the news pushing this like they doing Charlie Kirk? Let me guess, because it was a black man at a university and this shit is normal to them. But this shit ain't normal to us and we tired of that shit. In the year of 2025, we still having to deal with shit that our ancestors had to deal with back in the day. And for the police to say that there was no foul play, Man, y'all better do a little bit more research on that shit. Because there was definitely some foul play. This is a terrible tragedy that has happened. And my thoughts and my prayers go out to the family.
None of y'all came up on here with the same energy that y'all have for that suspected clear supremacist Captain Kirk guy. Y'all are over there forcing children in grammar school to have a moment of silence for a person that was spewing hateful rhetoric. You over here gaslighting the black community, right? People of our own demographic, black people in our community are gaslighting us, but you ain't have jack shit to say for that young man that was strange fruited on a college campus, you know what I'm saying, a few days ago. You have jack shit to say. You're over here Bible thumping people with this fake cap ass brother of Christ and sister in Christ bullshit. And where's the moment of silence for our young brother that was strange fruited, to the fact that they still strange fruit us to this day in 2025? They still strange fruit us to this day in 2025. And you ain't saying jack shit. Where's all the think pieces on that? Where's all the moment of silences for what happened to that young black man? Apparently two of them. It happened to two of them. Right? Clear people. It's cool when you want everybody to feel sorry for you and what you got going on in your community, but where are the clear people and the raccoons when somebody was basically being strange fruited from a tree? Y'all don't care. You don't care. So stop telling us to give a shit about you, because we don't care. We don't care what happens to you, because no one has said shit. The only people that I've seen say shit were people from my community. I don't see a world tour of Asians, Hispanics, clear people. I don't see none of that, right? Because when it happens to us and we get strange fruit from trees, you don't give a shit. So respectfully, you feel me? Leave us the fuck alone, bro.
Trey Reed. Say his name. Say his name from the rooftop. Scream his name. Never forget his freaking name. They found him hanging off of a tree on campus. And the cops are trying to say that it was self-inflicted. That's... so many reasons why that's wrong, but to sum it up, even as somebody who has dealt with self-inflicting ideologies, I would never do it off of a tree because of the implications that it has with the black community. So it is disrespectful and disgusting to even suggest that it was self-inflicted. But anyway, we Americans are still crying and sobbing about Charlie. But he died on a hill of his own making. He said that a few gun deaths were worth it to keep our Second Amendment right. He just didn't know he was going to be the one. Charlie said that black women have less cognitive abilities than anybody else. I think guns are bad. I think they're very bad. But I will never cry for a Nazi. I will never cry for a racist. I will never cry for somebody who said that empathy is some woke ideology. He will not be getting my sympathy. Do you understand? And he had a family. A lot of bad people have families. That doesn't take away from the fact that he's a bad person. But anyway, enough of that rat. We're talking about Trey Reed, because what happened to him is disgraceful. In the year of 2025, no person, but no black man should still be getting lynched, especially on a college campus. That's disgusting and that's disgraceful. But I don't see people crying about it. I don't see Dean Withers crying about it. Oh, but you're gonna cry for Charlie. Selective empathy.
They done found 2 bodies hanging from a tree in Mississippi in 2 days. They found one body yesterday on Monday, at Delta State. Then they found another body this morning in Mississippi. I'm not sure what the location is, but that's 2 days back to back. Now, as far as the Delta State University one, they're trying to cover that one up. They're trying to say it was a self-inflicted unaliving, basically is what they're trying to get to. However, the body has bumps and bruises on it as if it was some type of trauma going on. Then it also said, we're talking about the Delta State hanging right now. They're saying that his legs was broke also. So you telling me he broke his own legs and somehow was able to hang himself? Somebody make it make sense. Somebody make it make sense. And then the family, I think the family said there's also other bruises like to his upper body. We got to stop playing these like we dumb. They trying to play people like they dumb, and it ain't gonna cut it. So we need to shed light on this. We need to force their hand to have a bigger investigation. Somebody else needs to step in, and it seems like the heads of Delta State, they're trying to cover it up, and they want to make it seem like, oh, it's a safe school to be at, because I'm pretty sure they have other African American black students there. And they not trying to lose this image of having a safe campus. But come on now. You really think that this young boy hung himself from a tree? I ain't going for it. I'm not going for it. Now, as for the one today, there's not much information out. But it's in what part of Mississippi? Hold on.
Black men do not hang themselves from trees. I've said it before and I will say it again because I very strongly believe that. So this morning at about 7:05 on the campus of Delta State University, they did find a young man named Trey Reed, he goes by Trey, hanging from a tree near the pickleball courts. They are stating that at this time, it does not look like foul play. It is foul play. Please make sure that you guys are investigating this. Now, they did say he is from Grenada, and they have notified the next of kin of his passing. They did say, even though they don't feel like foul play is, involved, that the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation is there on campus. They did go ahead and close the campus down to do investigation. So this will need to be very thorough. We will need every single camera angle because we do not in any way, shape, or form believe that a 21-year-old black male would hang himself from a tree. Now, do black men hang themselves? They do. They would do it in private. They would never do it in a public forum. It is not the way we do it, okay? So we just really want y'all to make sure y'all thoroughly investigate and inform us of what happened to this young man. My heart goes out to the family and friends. They are dealing with the loss.
Where's the outrage from the media, politicians, literally anyone about Trey Reed, a black man who was lynched by white supremacists on a Mississippi college campus? And the police immediately said that it was a suicide? Because, black people just have a natural propensity to hang themselves from trees. Those weren't racial terror lynchings by the KKK from the Reconstruction era through Jim Crow. It was just an epidemic of public suicides. And we can't ignore the fact that this happened shortly after the Charlie Kirk shooting, when HBCUs had to shut down and go on lockdown because of threats. Even though it was a fascist, groyper white dude who killed Charlie Kirk. The media, politicians, the entire far right, and liberal influencers and politicians who bought into this hysteria around Charlie Kirk are directly responsible for Trey Reed's death. And unfortunately, this is just the beginning of a new era of far-right terror.
Yeah, so it is 2025 and a black man was just lynched in Mississippi on a college university campus, Delta State University. And yet we having these outlandish, uninformed, misinformed conversations about having sympathy and empathy for a white supremacist that was just flown on Air Force One. I'm going to be cautious on what I say because I am an educator and I can't say certain things because I'm under a system. But the compromising is over with. I'm just being 100% serious. It's no time to compromise. Our people are being killed systematically, physically. No. So if you still confuse black people on where we are as a society, I'm going to need you to just go ahead and step to the side, to stay in your house and don't come back out the door, because it's unacceptable.
That boy did not hang himself. That boy did not hang himself. Now, as y'all know by now, everybody on here talking about the boy that's down in Mississippi that was found hanging in a tree. I really don't want to butcher his name, so I'm just going to call him Trey Reed. Trey Reed went to Delta University. I just got to watching a video from someone that's his cousin, and the reports were saying, this is what he said is going around in the family. Trey had 2 broken arms and 1 broken leg. What person do you know is going to break 2 of their arms and 1 of their legs and still say, let me hang myself? Why the fuck would a black man hang himself? First of all, black people know the history of hangings. Why the fuck would we hang ourselves? Like, why the fuck would he go out there and do that after being so badly injured? And they said he was beaten and bruised. So he beat himself up, bruised himself up, broke both his arms, broke his leg, and hung himself? Do y'all hear how this shit is sounding? And why do we keep finding black men hanging from fucking trees? I'm confused. We haven't found one white man yet. These white men, and I keep telling y'all, they are on these back roads of Mississippi and Alabama, and they are killing black men. Y'all need to stop getting out here and acting so motherfucking oblivious like y'all don't know what the fuck is going on. How many of our men need to come up hanging in fucking trees like it's 1950 before y'all realize it's gonna be your son soon? It's gonna be your husband, your brother, your uncle. They are doing this shit with free will, and they're covering it up with the police. These white people in them little towns in Mississippi, and trust me, just coming from a bitch that's from Memphis. Mississippi is right next motherfucking door. They cousins, uncles, brothers be the motherfucking sheriffs and police of these little bitty towns, and when black people come through them, they be killing them left and right, and they uncles and police and the sheriffs of the town cover it the fuck up. Y'all need to start by looking into these motherfucking sheriffs and police stations first, because they be in on it. Who the fuck y'all think be covering it up? But to say that boy hung himself with 2 broken arms and a broken leg, bitch, don't fucking play with me. And that's their problem. They keep playing with our intelligence. Y'all mad because we didn't give a fuck about Kirk. Now y'all finna sit up here and hang our men, bitch, you're not. What y'all need to do is take y'all ass to that motherfucking school and see what the fuck is going on. Ain't it mighty funny how no investigation be going on, but they be like, oh yeah, suicide. As soon as the shit hit the news, it's suicide. Bitch, the body ain't even been autopsy yet. What the fuck you mean suicide? Be careful letting y'all kids go to these PWIs. Please be careful. They are a target the day they fucking get there. Especially if it's in the deep south. They do not give a fuck about y'all kids.
I really hate this shit, bruh. I fucking hate it here. I can't even talk. This shit is crazy. A Delta State found a student. Trey Reed is his name. According to reports, they are saying that he had broken limbs. He was beaten and bruised. He had broken arms, broken legs, all this other kind of shit. And then they're also trying to already pinpoint it as a fucking suicide, but we already know how this shit go. We already know that these motherfuckers is gonna try to turn every situation knowing damn well that wasn't a motherfucking suicide. He ain't beat up himself. He didn't break his own legs. He didn't break his fucking arms. Are you bitches retarded? And then what in the entire fuck y'all talking about? It's a suicide. No, bitch, we are not. I don't know what the fuck we need to do, y'all, but we are not about to let them fucking sit here and try to pinpoint this as a fucking suicide. He didn't hang himself. That boy was 21. 21. Like, this shit just pissing me off. According to other sources on TikTok, his cousin made a video on TikTok this evening, as earlier today as well. I just found it searching through TikTok. And he's saying that in the last 5 years, this is the second lynching that has happened on this campus. Ain't no fucking way. First of all, we already know lynching, the history of lynching. And for these motherfuckers to say that a black boy, a black person from Mississippi, a young black man, that he, knowing the history of lynching, that he just lynched himself. Y'all, I'm tired. Everybody got to put down the conversations talking about irrelevant shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about that Charlie Kirk, whatever the fuck his name was, too. Nobody give a fuck about what the fuck he had going on. That bitch was a public known racist. But y'all, they got mourning ceremonies going on for this motherfucker across the country. But a young black boy was just lynched, found hanging on his college campus from a motherfucking tree, and you bitches is silent. Oh, Lord. I can't. My motherfucking head hurt. There's no media outrage for this at all. But y'all, we cannot let this one get swept under the rug. We just can't. I don't know what the fuck we need to do. I know we all tired. We are tired. Capital TIRED. We are all fucking tired, bro. Like, tired. They finna try to spin this shit. We cannot allow them to spin this shit. My heart goes out to his parents, his family. His family is already posting videos, mourning all over TikTok. I'm just, and this is me just, I don't know, I'm rambling and venting at the same time. Because I feel like whenever, like, I feel like these type of situations or just things happening to black people and nobody doing nothing, it feels like defeat. It feels like defeat. Feels like no matter how outraged we get, the protesting, the this, the that, or whatever we can do to try to band it all together, these motherfuckers still get away with literal murder. Literal murder. I'm just fucking sick of it.